Hello, I'm Attila Gay-Robriński. I've been making games as a hobby since I was 10 years old, and just recently I began publishing a few of the games I finished to what seemed like the most accessible market to me, the mobile market. I worked for months creating games that I believed would appeal to the mobile audience, and almost by accident I ended up creating one that had higher retention rates than almost any other game I'd made. Well, now I'd like to get back to something familiar, a game I've wanted to make all my life, for Mac, PC, and Ouya. Robo's World, the Zarnok Fortress. The Zarnok Fortress is the latest chronological entry in a series starring the character Robo, who I created when I was in 5th grade. What you're about to see is footage from a 4-year-old version of the game back when I did everything by myself. I'm happy to say that since then I've partnered with an artist and a composer, so I can just focus on the design of the game, and the other aspects will be significantly improved. The game is set to be rebuilt from scratch using only concepts from its original game file.
The high-level concept of Zarnok Fortress is Mega Man cross Majora's Mask. The moment-to-moment gameplay is Mega Man-style 2D action platforming, but there's a benefit to keeping out of sight, unless you're prepared to deal with waves of enemy reinforcements. As Robo, you can blast apart enemies with a chargeable laser, or use the Zarnok robots' magnetic grenades against them. Your goal is to defeat the evil Zarnok robots in their planet-encircling fortress before they can destroy Robo's homeworld. You must work your way around the ship, sabotaging it piece by piece as quickly as possible, while your enemies do everything they can to repair the ship and stop you. Enemies get more intelligent as you play, giving familiar encounters a fresh challenge. You'll see enemies perform new maneuvers and demonstrate greater combat prowess.
How you experience the game's campaign will depend on which funding goal you reach on Kickstarter. At the outset will be the Unstoppable mode, where there is a strict time limit and you can only hope to slow the Zarnok Fortress down, but you can't reset its position in space. That will be in the Urgency mode. And lastly, there will be the Unrepeatable mode, where there is no set time limit, and each area of the fortress that you destroy will remain unrepaired, giving you time to explore the entire fortress. Each mode will feature 3 distinct difficulty settings, plus an unlockable ultra-difficult mode, giving you a total of 10 different ways to experience the campaign.
I'm happy to introduce to you the core members of the Zarnok Fortress development team. I've made games over the course of a few hours, days, weeks, months, and even years. Whatever amount we raise, I will adjust the game's timeline and feature set to accommodate. Mark Sparling, who will be handling music and sound design, and Will of Throwaway Games, who will be handling the artwork and animation for the game.
We'll be tweeting and offering monthly updates to keep you in the loop during game development. And at certain Kickstarter reward tiers, you can even get viewing or commenting access to the actual game design document shared among the development team. You can also get yourself a custom t-shirt with your name and rank printed in Zarnok alphabet, as well as other campaign-exclusive rewards. I acknowledge that you're probably more comfortable funding projects that are further along in development, but now is our only chance at getting our funds doubled by Ouya. After the Kickstarter is over, all the amounts that I've set for the stretch goals will need to be doubled. If you contribute now, Robo's World, the Zarnok Fortress will include many new areas, modes, and content. Let's make this game every bit as awesome as it should be.
So, my name is Henry Faber, and I'm the co-founder and co-runner of Bento Miso, a collaborative workspace here in Toronto. And we make games, our community makes games. And Attila has been a big part of coming around to games with friends and participating in different activities here, showing up for Games Making Games events. And I believe he can make this game happen. He's very talented. He's shown sort of like his dedication to making games, showing them off, and getting people to understand his vision, and taking feedback and making things happen with him. So I think he can do this, and I think it's a great shot, and it's worth supporting. And let's see this on the Ouya and beyond.
As a longtime game developer and game player, help me prove that there is still a future for games that demand more from their audience than this. Come explore Robo's world and unravel its secrets. And thank you for your time. Your support is sincerely appreciated.
Tweet with the hashtag Zarnok Fortress and a link back to the Kickstarter to get a free copy of Robo's World: The Blue Light Rocks for Mac or PC.